Hi everybody, Jed here. They call me Napalm, and the question of the day is how can I get fewer tears on two-hand pinch or even one-hand pinch? So it comes down to a few things. First off, what are you pinching on and what do the edges look like? Fact of the matter is, if the edges of your implement are sharp, then you're going to get more tears. Now here's the thing, over the years I've sold at least 50 or more of my Napalm pinch, my adjustable pinch device. And when I first started doing that, I had no tools to really take that edge off. I was using a hand file, but it was not really effective. What I was able to do is I was able to knock that edge down a little bit so that when people were taking it out of the box, they weren't cutting themselves because they were coming to me with almost a razor sharp burr on the edge. So I wanted to get that burr off, so I would hit it with a file. It would take me like half an hour for one device, and then I would hit it with a piece of sandpaper to buff it down even further. Eventually I figured out that that worked. So I would say for the first year all I did was file it. For another year, all I did was file and use sandpaper, and then for about a year now, I've had an actual grinder, and I'm able to actually put a pretty round edge on there. However, if you bought an implement from me before I got that grinder, then your edges are probably sharp. All you need to do is hit that with a grinder, or further take that edge off with some other method. All right, and that's perfectly acceptable. All right, no one says you can't do that. There's there's information out there that says that you're automatically going to get cut on a Euro. It comes down to two things primarily: the edge and where you're placing the implement. If you look at your thumb, everyone's got this web here, okay? There's web, there's transitional skin, and then there's the regular thumb skin. If you are putting the edge of what you're pinching in this part of your hand, it is going to tear you. The chances of you toughening this and the transitional area up, slim to none. It's almost never going to happen, okay? If you pinch here, this area is much tougher and resilient. You can do a lot more work here. I've always recommended that people put the edge here. Even in my DVD, I've recommended that. If you don't know about my Napalm Pinch DVD, you need to pick it up. There's tons of information in there about two-hand pinch training. So a lot of people end up putting the contact point, the edge of the plates, in this area, okay, and it causes tears, and it's always going to cause tears. So get away from there. Don't go too deep. People put it in there too deep. You can actually get benefit by putting the contact point here and then working your hand over to get and put more emphasis on the fingers. All right, so I encourage you to do that. Another a statement that I've seen is that the flask produces less tears. The fact of the matter is, I have had a flask to use 3 times, and I've torn myself on it twice. Okay, it's not foolproof. I've seen other people make statements that it has caused tears for them. It may cause less because of the rounded edge, though. So that, again, it goes back to rounding off the edge of your plates. The other thing is the width, okay? And I believe the flask is 57 or 58 millimeters. I don't have one here to measure. So if it is 57 and people have smaller hands, what that may end up doing is putting the contact point in a region that is tougher automatically, because a wider position or a wider implement is going to put it in a position that makes it almost impossible for you to encounter these softer regions of your hand. Okay? So again, the edge, the width, and the contact point. Those 3 things are the biggest factors in whether or not you're going to get torn up. Okay? Listen guys, I've got more information on this. Okay? On two-hand pinch, I will blow your two-hand pinch up. I've literally put close to 30 pounds on people's two-hand pinch in one session. Okay? I've got links below. First off, you're going to see an article that talks about a lot of the stuff that I just mentioned here on placement so that you reduce the number of tears that you get in your pinch training. The other one is to my Napalm Pinch DVD, which is a complete instructional DVD. And then also I did a two-hand pinch workshop one time that I filmed and captured on video, produced a DVD. So those are 3 resources for you that I am sure will help you out in your training. People may not know about them. If you get these resources, your pinch is going to go up. It doesn't matter what implement you use, whether it's a Euro, a Napalm pinch, whether it's a flask, a pinch block made out of wood, or if you're pinching on old school. If you're going old school with 2 45-pound plates and a pipe through them, these resources will help you out. All right? Check the description box below. You will be able to get to those resources. And if you have any other further questions on this, please feel free to leave a comment below. Also, hit the thumbs up button, brother. It'll help me out. And if you'd like to subscribe, do so too. All right, thanks everybody. I wish you the best in your training. Get that pinch on, big boy. See ya.